She said, nurture my soul, girl. On the winds of my breath, I breathe the love to you. On the winds of my breath, I breathe the love to you. Called The Winds of My Breath. My name is Donna Mogavero. This is Carey on guitar. Yeah. Thank you, God, for letting me be young enough to still be able to come to the community festival. That goes to you, Rosie, wherever you are. to the howling wind, 'cause it takes me over the fire. Living day to day like a runaway, feeling more and more alone. Pushed to the limit like a castaway, to the other side of paradise. You see the damage in the stream, you look the other way. You don't know the sting of things, how to face it every day. Oh, hold me now, I'm cold and scared, and I'm always on the edge. Living day to day like a runaway, feeling more and more alone. Pushed to the limit like a castaway, to the other side of paradise, yeah. I need somebody here, someone to call my own, someone to love me, and someone to take me home. Coming down the corridor, the dragons at the feet. You take along your ball and chain, 'cause you don't know where you're gonna fall asleep. Living far too long like a poor lost soul, you can't catch the 22. Living day to day like a runaway, feeling more and more alone. Pushed to the limit like a castaway, to the other side of paradise. Living day to day like a runaway, feeling more and more alone. Pushed to the limit like a castaway, to the other side of paradise, to the other side of paradise, to the other side of paradise.
Thank you. No, I'm ready.
All right. Hi. I'm Mert.
I'm Paul.
Nice to meet you. So I heard that you're the kamikaze parking meter painter.
Yes, that's right. I decided instead of defacing city property, I would face city property and put faces on city property. So that's what I'm going to do. And I got my paints here. I got my primary colors, my black and my white. And it only takes a minute if you want to watch.
Of course we want to watch.
Okay. Yeah, I've been coming to the festival since about 1977, and I used to do face painting. And actually, it's kind of interesting because I tried to do face painting this year with a new edge being acrylic, you know, because it would last a lot longer, but it didn't go over, so I'm stuck on parking meters. But originally, a long time ago, I do graphic art for people, and there was a guy who had got these Caran-d'Ache crayons, and I did a package design for him, and he was going to market them called Mardi Gras face paint crayons. And soon after, unfortunately, after I did the packaging for him, he had a heart attack and died. But I kept a box of crayons that he gave me, and then that following year at the community festival, and I was working at the Columbus Free Press booth at that time, and oh, this one has stuff on it. Well, I have to cover that up. We can just take that right off of there. No, it's on there. We painted people's faces with these crayons for 50 cents a face for children's faces. And after that, the following year, we did it again, and where I was working at a store called Tradewinds, which was loosely affiliated with the Free Press at that time, we started carrying those crayons there. And actually, it started a trend now in the arts festival and all over Columbus, any kind of festival, you'll always find people with these little crayons painting people's faces. Well, it all started at the Columbus Community Festival in 1979. We started doing that. Or maybe, I guess, 78. It all started at this festival.
What keeps you coming back all these years, Paul?
Well, it's more, I think it's the way I feel if I don't come back, because a lot of times I don't participate in any of the planning, and I'm real busy, and then I wish I had afterwards, because everybody else is, having a really fun time, and I feel left out if I don't. That's part of it, I guess. I like it because I get to see people every year that I don't see all the time, and it's one of the. It's just a very unique thing, It's not like anything where people have to get funding and they're all worried about, getting grant money and city money. People just do it, and that's real encouraging, because as an artist, I'm always surrounded by all these people whose primary worry is how are they going to get funding from the government and all this stuff. And here's a group of people that just said, well, we don't really have time to, deal with all that red tape. We're just going to do it ourselves. So for me, it's real inspiring, and it's a lot of fun. Mostly, I guess it's just a lot of fun.
What's the most memorable thing from one of the festivals that you can recall?
It's hard to remember because I drink a lot of beer at the festival and get really stoned, and my memory lapses. I think one of the most memorable things when the festival was on 16th, and you think it rained now, this is nothing. One year it rained on 16th and 16th Avenue when the festival was there, and there were garbage cans, and all the garbage cans, there was a foot of water, and the garbage cans all floated down into North High Street. And all the people on security had to go down and grab, and everybody just went down and tried to grab all the garbage cans. It's not one of the more amazing things, it's just one of those things that sticks out in your mind, watching little garbage cans bobbing off into the horizon. One of the neat things about the festival, again, is like we do our own little security stuff, and the fraternities and those people, they have their festivals, and there's always a lot of beer fights, and things like that. And we've never had any kind of serious problems in 20 years. I mean, somebody might step on a piece of glass or something, but even that's rare, you know. So it's really neat. It's a real self-sufficient kind of thing. So I got to put in some teeth here, and then do the eyes. Oops. I've done a lot of the festival t-shirts over the years. I think maybe 6 or 7 of them. And I haven't done it in the past 2 years, just I couldn't think of good ideas or at the time, or I thought, well, I'll let some other people do it. So next year I'm going to do the t-shirt. I'm going to have it be no rain, no gain. That's going to be my slogan. That's the one thing that you can count on every year at the festival. It's a good, healthy dose of rain.
I wondered if that was an integral part of it.
It's a tradition. I mean, anyone who sets up here and doesn't bring plastic, you can tell this is the first time they've ever been to the festival.
Were you on the committee this year?
I wasn't on the committee, and that's one of those things I look back and I go, gosh, I really should have made the time to come to the meeting, because it's a lot of fun just doing that and being part of the planning of it. And I wish that I had been. I was very busy this year. Only one other year that I've sort of not done anything, and this year I'm going to be emceeing tomorrow, and I'm participating. I helped do a lot of cleanup yesterday, so there's always a last-minute opportunity to do something if you want to.
I know I don't wanna live. I got you acting the same. Can I please have a little if I keep my head between my knees? In case we should tumble, you know, in case we should fall. I get a little motion sickness every time I see you walk. That's what they say. That's what they say that you're doing to me. That's what they say. That's what they say that you're doing to me. But others never hear me tell about the things you did to them. They went falling through your traps, or if you shed another skin. I want to swim. That boy, come on! Oh, 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 look out, that's what they say when they see me with you. Pick it up, jump it up! Oh, 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 that's what they say that you're planning to do to me. That's what they say. That's what they say that you're doing to me. That's what they say. It's so quiet here, and my thoughts are full of fear. I've never seen a dark touch the way I feel when you are here. You are a monster man. I bet your blood runs green and dry. You're so cold inside, and I can do no more than try and sleep that sometimes, and sleep that sometimes, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes. They made a cage for you, and they lined it with my love. I wrote a cage, it's true, but the ending lacks a lie. Yes, your claws are real, I know 'cause I felt them in my heart. And your long black hair, it could tear my world apart. And sleep that sometimes, and sleep that sometimes, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes. They made a cage for you, and they lined it with my love. I wrote a cage, it's true, but the ending lacks a lie. Yes, your clothes are real, I know 'cause I felt them in my heart. And your long black hair could tear my world apart. And sleep that sometimes, and sleep that sometimes, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes. I thought I knew you, and I thought you knew me. Caught in love, baby, back in time. Is there a reason for you to see that I was trying? Take it love, baby, take it away. Give me one more day to live.
So few good drunkards anymore. Dylan Thomas would be bored with simplistic slogans in negative parlance. Just say no! Just say no! Just say no! Whoa! Is there no longer room for a swaggering dance from sweaty Irishmen who delight in the brawling tales spun from hearty ale, and might not take too kindly to being looked at askance by theorists who are curious to measure the chemistry of the brain that just fell down on the floor? There are so few good drunkards anymore. We've become too civilized, I guess, to put up with the mess we sometimes find in friends who entertain with lampshades, and the guests who leave their meekness at the door. There are so few good drunkards anymore. All the spirit that's spilled out from poets great and poor, the glory of their madness and vision tinged with sadness, with something from the heart, both true and pure. But there are so few good drunkards anymore. For if there are, they're labeled ill and pushed into some door where they modulate their love and hate and turn the volume down and learn to be addicted to the idea of addiction they found and say hello in monotones, "Hi, Joe," and leave uniqueness at the door. There are so few good drunkards anymore. And I drank to that. Now to the serious stuff. This is called Voices in the Fire. There are voices in the fire that hiss and whine, twining through fears like braided hair, plaited by mother's ancient cracked hands, yellowed from the cigarette years. The smoke sings in tongues, the flames rise in ecstasy, religious vision, secular, sexual, hot, hell, fire, desire worth stealing from what gods there are, hiding behind nymphomaniac trees in the night, lusting after that divinity of light, whispering in cracked voices with lascivious tongues, twining through fears like braided hair. Thank you. This is a poem about my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great uncle, something like that, who was the Attorney General of Lorraine, France, and was responsible for burning witches back then. It's called Uncle Nick. Uncle Nick saw wickedness everywhere, in the white hair of the old woman he called Hag, and the faggot's white bones that burned black as they kindled the flesh of witches blazing across the countryside of France, and the dancing fur of the felines, those demonic, night-sighted beings who could not possibly be children of Christ. Uncle Nick was a child of Christ, exterminator in service to the eternal. When his son coughed blood and rattled his way to heaven, Uncle Nick declared war on the old woman who cursed his son, the son who spit at her feet when she asked for bread. War on all the old women with dead eyes who cursed the gold on the church altars and their own terrible powerlessness. The only power they owned, spun from the words of their tongues and boiled with the healing herbs in their iron pots. Uncle Nick declared the devil in their pots, and in the live bodies of young women whose sensuous lips and thighs kept him awake at night. It must be the devil in their radiant breasts that seduced him to sweet sweat in his dreams. Uncle Nick declared demons in their nipples, and in the wide yellow eyes of the cats, those prideful beasts who claimed no masters but themselves. Those carnivores who feasted on rodents who gleefully watched the Black Death eat the human flesh that burned the flesh from screeching cats' bones. Uncle Nick flogged the devil from the backsides of children as they watched their mothers burn. He was proud of his accomplishments. Uncle Nick appeared in a dream. He told me one thing: his kind are back. And I watched the vipers slithering through Falwell's teeth, watched Swaggart's Nazi swagger, stare in amazement at book banners in Tennessee and at judges in Florida, and I see flames rising in their eyes.
I wanna go to Coney Island. Got my own sideshow. Too tight to be. See your money, your friends. My own sideshow. My own sideshow. She want to wreck my pay. Getting on rich about the way she pack a booty. Treat about the girl, she's loose and booty. She's all about sex. She's a man, not a woman, she's all about sex. She's a man, not a woman, she's all about sex. Really independent, free. Got my own sideshow. Too tight, too deep. Sitting in the other to go crazy. Their own sideshow. My 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 own little sideshow.
If you like what you heard so far, stick around. We got a lot more better stuff coming.